Hey guys, welcome to a yogi's diary. My name is Panna, and today's diary entry is a relaxing session. So, this is a practice that is going to help you to relax, calm down, and just unwind after a long day. You can practice this once you've come back home or you're trying to get ready to go to bed, maybe a couple of hours before heading to bed. So, if you're ready, let's begin by relaxing in the child's pose or balasana. So, coming onto your knees, bring your feet together, toes together. Open the knees as wide as the mat, and then slowly walk your hands forward as you spread out your fingers and relax your chin or your forehead on the mat. So just allow the body to relax in this position. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Just press your palms into the mat. And notice the different points of contact between the body and the mat. Starting with your hands and all the fingertips, both the elbows, the knees, and the toes. And then just allow the body to sink in, down, into the mat through these points. Bringing your awareness to your breath. Try and take a few deep breaths. As you inhale, filling the lungs up. Feel the chest expand, feel the entire rib cage expand. Notice how the rib cage pushes back into the skin of your back. And each time it expands, you can feel it stretch in the sides and in the front. And notice how with every exhalation, the entire cage, the entire rib cage comes in towards your heart. Try and feel the breath at the nostrils. Each time you inhale, you breathe in a cool air. And each time you exhale, the breath is a bit warm. See if you can notice that difference in the temperature at the nostrils. Taking the last couple of breaths. Exhaling out long exhalation. And then when you feel you're ready, gently start walking both your arms towards the left side of the body. And see if you can bring your right hand over the left hand. Staying connected to the mat. And then slowly walk your hands to the opposite side, the right side. This time bringing your left hand over the right hand. Forehead on the mat. And slowly bring them back to the center. And as you sit up, walk your hands back towards the body. And then come onto your hands and knees. Curling the toes and rounding your back. For a gentle cat stretch, hold that position as you take a couple of breaths over here. If you notice, I've kept my toes curled under. And then as you inhale, just gently arch your back without too much of an effort. Releasing all this tension stored up in different parts of your back and shoulders. And again, lift the back up, rounding it. Pressing down with your hands and your fingertips. And as you inhale, arch the back, drawing your chest forward. One last time, round your back. And inhale, arch the back. And then slowly sit back in a kneeling position of Vajrasana. And while you sit over here, bring both your arms into cactus arms. I'm just going to face the camera. And we're going to do the same cat and cow stretch. So spread out your fingers. You can keep your eyes closed if you just want to hear my instructions. And then as you exhale, bring your palms together, elbows together, forehead towards the wrists. And as you inhale, open your chest, lift the chest up, arch your back. Let's do 2 more of these. So round the back, palms together. And inhale, open, lifting the chest up, arching your back. One last time, round the back. And as you inhale, arch the back. And then come back to the center. Bring your right hand to the outside of the left knee for a very gentle twist. Place your left hand behind the back as you open the left shoulder and try and look behind you. Hold it there for a couple of breaths. And then switching sides, bring your right hand to the outside of the left knee and twist, looking over your left shoulder, right shoulder. And then very slowly come back to the center. Just a couple of lateral stretches. As you sit in this position, place your left hand on the mat, lift the right arm up. Start to walk your left hand on the mat, bring your elbow down, and bring your right arm parallel to the floor, holding this position. Again, for a couple of breaths. And then slowly come back up to the center. Switching arms, bring your right hand down, left arm up. Walk your hand on the mat. See if you can bring your right elbow to the mat and left arm parallel to the floor. And slowly come back up to the center. We're going to do a few breaths of Garudasana arms. So you can wrap your arms around, bring your palms together, and hold this position. Just helping to broaden out the back, spreading it out. Just the opposite of what we tend to do through the rest of the day, where we tense everything up. And then as you inhale, see if you can start to take those elbows up towards the ceiling. Hold it there as you arch the back. Breathe. Remember to inhale and fill your lungs up with air. And then as you exhale, bring the elbows in towards your chest as you round the back, dropping your head down, rounding your back. And then slowly come back to the center and unwrap the arms. Let's do the opposite way. So place your right arm in the front and wrap the left one around it. Ideally bringing your palms together, if not, placing even the back of the palms together. Hold it there. Stay in this position, breathing deeply. And then as you inhale, lift the elbows up towards the sky, dropping the head back, lifting your chest up. Hold this position as you breathe. And as you exhale, round your back, bringing your elbows in towards your chest, dropping the head down, rounding your back. And coming back to the center. And interlace your arms, unlock your arms. All right, from here we're going to come back onto our hands and our knees. And you're going to prepare to go into the downward facing dog. So very gently, take one leg back, take the other leg back. Lift your hips up and drop the head back down. Hold this position. And maybe you can alternate between bending one knee and straightening the other leg. Just stretching out your hamstrings and loosening out the lower back. So again, we tend to store up a lot of tension and stress in our lower back. So just pedaling out your legs in this way will release it, loosen it all out. So do it as many times as you like. And then come to a very still position. Focusing on the breath. Moving your shoulders away from the ears. And then when you're ready, you're going to go in for a three-legged dog. So you're going to lift your right leg up towards the sky. And then as you inhale, take a big step and bend the knee as you bring your right ankle next to your left hand and the right knee next to your right hand for the pigeon pose. Just drop the head back as you look up. Now you can either stay in this position or you can come down onto your forearms, resting over here. Or you can stack one arm on top of the other and relax your forehead on the arms. Hold the position and breathe. With every exhalation, see if you can just allow the entire body to surrender down towards the mat. Spreading out your shoulders away from the ears. Allowing your hips to sink down. Letting go of any tightness or any tension you feel in your hips, your shoulders, and just relaxing. And then when you feel ready, slowly press your palms down into the mat and give yourself a gentle back stretch. And then press into your hands to turn around and bring your right foot to the inner thigh of your left leg. Holding this position, lift your arms up. If you notice, my foot is right in the center of both my shoulders and my hips. I'm going to inhale and lift, and as I exhale, I'm going to reach wherever my hands take me. My body allows me to just press my palms flat on the mat. Don't judge yourself. Don't compete with yourself. Reach whichever point your body allows you to and press your palms down. Could very well be closer to the body, which is fine. Stay there. Relaxing your shoulders away from the ears. Nice and soft shoulders. The foot is relaxed in front of you. The elbows are soft. The back is rounded. The head is relaxed. Hold it for a couple more breaths. And then as you inhale, just walk your hands, slide your hands back and sit up nice and tall. Taking your left arm to the outside of your right knee, place your right hand behind you and give your body a gentle twist. And then slowly come back to the center. Turning over, come onto your left foot and then take your right leg back. Coming back into a down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. So just hold this position for a few breaths. Moving your shoulders away from the ears and focusing on the breath. This time you're going to lift your left leg for the three-legged dog. So as you inhale, lift the left leg up as high as you can. And then we're going to go in for the pigeon pose. So bend the left knee as you bring your left ankle to the right hand and the left knee to your left hand. Stay there for a few moments, rolling your shoulders back and arching. Gentle arch for the back. Just helps to open the chest up, breathe deeper, and gives you more space in your lungs. And stretches out those tiny intercostal muscles in your ribs, between your ribs, which we tend to ignore during the day, keeping everything tight, working through the day. And then when you feel ready, you can slowly come down onto your forearms. Relax your head down towards the mat. Or if you want to go deeper, you can come down onto your arms, stacking one on top of the other, and allowing the forehead to come down onto your arms. Remember to spread out your shoulders away from the ears and take up as much space as your arms and chest require. And then mentally just scan the body and notice where you're feeling any tightness or a stretch. And breathe into that. So remember, the breath just helps to give your body the message that everything is fine and normal. And that helps the body to relax. So slower the breath, the easier it is for your body to relax into a position. Focusing on deep inhalations and long exhalations. And if you feel ready, you can slowly come back onto your hands. Walk them closer to your body as you lift and arch the back for a gentle stretch, opening your chest up. And then slowly looking forward. You can gently bring your right leg all the way forward. So, working on bringing the left foot to the inner right thigh. Notice that my right foot is centered between my hips and my shoulders. And you can either reach up with your arms and then go forward, or you can just gradually take your hands and walk them forward. So your choice. Palms come down onto the mat. Keep that front foot relaxed, shoulders relaxed, elbows bent, back rounding as the head slowly goes down towards the leg. Again, focusing on the stretch, focusing on the breath. Notice the stretch that you're possibly feeling right now in your right hamstring, the muscle behind your right thigh. Tell yourself not to tighten it further, but to relax it by breathing into it. And then slowly slide your hands back as you sit up for a nice tall back. So take your right arm to the opposite side, the left knee, outside of the left knee. Place your left hand behind you. Give your body a gentle twist. And then slowly come back to the center. So sitting over here, I'm going to bring the soles of my feet together, interlocking my fingers and holding the feet. Try and bring your feet as close to your body as you can, your heels. And then just move the knees up and down like the wings of a butterfly. So this position or this movement helps you loosen out the hip joints. The faster you go and the bigger the movements, the more flexibility that you get in your hip joints. And then slowly release. So we're going to now lie down on our back, keeping the knees bent, feet flat on the mat. Spread out your fingers and press your palms into the mat. We're going to be lifting the hips up. So as you take a deep breath, inhale and take your hips all the way up, as high up as you can. And if you like, you can even just support your hips a bit by placing your hands under the hips. If you don't, you can always keep your hands down on the mat and keep lifting up. Holding it there as you breathe deeply. And then slowly roll the back down. All right, from here we're going to go into the plow position. So again, this is a very restorative position for the body. So you can lift your legs up first and go into the shoulder stand if you'd like. And then from here, very gently drop both the legs down, remembering to keep your lower back supported and allowing the feet to go as low as they can. Usually if you're doing the session in the evening, the body is loose enough, it's opened out enough that your feet will touch the floor. But if they don't, it's perfectly fine to reach wherever you do and stay in that position. Feel free to let go of your arms and interlock your fingers, pressing into the mat. And then slowly lift the legs up and bring them back down. One last time. And maybe pressing your hands down as you very gently roll your back down. Keep your legs up in this position, just allowing the deoxygenated blood from the feet coming down towards the heart, or you can just visualize that happening. This position is really relaxing for the feet because there's no pressure on them. And you can choose to do the same thing against a wall, which would probably be a little more relaxing. And then from here, gently bring your left knee to the left side, taking your arm from the inside, holding the sole of the foot, and do the same thing with your right leg. Coming into a happy baby pose or Ananda Balasana, and relax. Deep breaths, breathing into the stretch you feel. Relaxing your shoulders. And then slowly release, bringing your feet down to the mat. Try and bring the soles of the feet together. Opening out your knees. Maybe even place your hands in the inner thighs. Adding a slight and gentle pressure. You can walk your feet forward if you like, or bring them closer in, depending on how tight you feel today. Focus on the breath. And then bring both your knees together. Bring your arms out into a T and just gently drop both your knees to the left side for a gentle spinal twist as you turn your head and look at your right hand. You can even place your left hand on the top of your right leg to add a little bit of pressure to feel the twist. And then bring the knees back to the center, drop them over to the right side, allowing your right hand to come to the left leg. Turn the head and look at your left hand. Remember to breathe deeply. And then slowly come back to the center. Hug both your knees in towards the chest. Just stay there for a few breaths. And then slowly bring your feet down. So we're going to end today's session with final relaxation. So open up your feet as wide as the mat. Bring your arms away from the body, palms facing up to receive energy. And make yourself nice and comfortable so that you don't need to move for the next few minutes. So if you like, you can even place your right hand on your abdomen. We're going to begin with a few deep abdominal breaths. So we're going to try and inhale on 2 counts and exhale on 4 counts, and then gradually increase it to inhaling on 4 counts and exhaling on 8 counts. So take a deep breath in as you inhale on 1, 2. Exhale on 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale on 1, 2. Exhale on 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale on 1, 2. Exhale on 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale on 1, 2, 3. Exhale on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale on 1, 2, 3. Feel the abdomen rising up. Exhale on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale on 1, 2, 3. Exhale on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale on 1, 2, 3. Exhale on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale on 1, 2, 3, 4. Deeper breath. Exhale on 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Longer exhalation. Inhale on 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale on 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just keep breathing deeply. Keep the focus on your breath. Relaxing the body down towards the mat. Just allowing the body to sink down with gravity, doing its job. Keeping the focus on the breath. Relax. So if you feel like, you can continue in this relaxation position and stay there as I slowly sit up to end the session. So coming into a comfortable cross-legged position for those of you who want to join me. Relax your hands on your knees. Keep the back lifted. We're going to end today's session by chanting Om. Let's take a deep breath in. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namah Shivaya. Slowly open your eyes. So I hope you enjoyed this session and you're feeling calm and relaxed. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. Give a nice like or a big thumbs up if you've liked this video. Until next time, stay happy, stay healthy, and keep practicing.